In this video, I'll use Excel's Data Analysis Toolpack to find a linear least squares model for some bivariate numerical data. So what we've got here already is just a scatter plot, and I've put the Excel trend line on that, and I've got the model showing and the R-squared value. So we can check our results when we get to the end of this, when we use the Data Analysis Toolpack. So the first thing is you need to make sure that you have the toolpack. So to do that, I'm going to go to Excel's menu, to the Tools menu, and we go to Excel add-ins. This is a Mac, it's slightly different on a PC. For the Mac, I need to click on Analysis Toolpack and have that added in. So now that's going to pop up in your data toolbar. Okay, so here it is over on the right, data analysis. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click on that and select regression, click OK. Brings up another little box for me to select a bunch of things. Be careful, it weirdly puts the values in the opposite order to what you'd expect. So you need to input your range of Y values first. So that's the outputs or the dependent variable. So you can either do it, just manually type it in, or we can select the values. So D3 to D58. And I could also do $C, $3 to $C, $58. And that'll give me this column here for the X range. Okay, just make sure it's got that. It has. Okay, now notice there's a box here that you can tick for labels. If I had actually selected those little heading cells there, tests and cases, you'd need to click on that to say, you know, the first row is actually the label of the column. It's not a data value, but I did it, so I'm not going to click that. You can also force the constant, the y-intercept, if you like, to be 0. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let Excel do its thing. And there's a bunch of other stuff you can select as well. We can decide where to put this result. I'm going to choose to put it in this same spreadsheet, just so it's all on one page. So I'll do that. But you can also do a new worksheet or a new workbook on your Excel file. I'm going to look at the residuals and the residual plot, just because I want to bring that out and show you something different. And you can do a bunch of other stuff here as well, if you choose to do it, if you want some more complicated things. Okay, so that's what I want to do. Let's go OK. All right, so it spits out some output. First thing we can look at is our R-squared value, 0.778. Check it out, it's the same as the one that the trend line gave us in the scatter plot. There's a few other values there that I'm not going to talk about in this particular video. And even more again. Down here we've got the intercept though, and the coefficient for our linear model. So 82.546, let's jump up here. Sorry, 82.547, rounding up. And there it is, 82.547. And we're expecting a coefficient of 0.183. There it is. So looking good. So the hard way or the long way, if you like, with the Data Analysis Toolpack, giving us the same sorts of results as our original scatter plot. Easy way. So one other thing I will just point out is I asked it to give me the residual plot. And so there it is. I'm going to zoom it out a bit. We should be finding residuals for our data values compared with the model to be kind of randomly scattered about the axis there. And they are. There's no sort of real pattern to that. There's no, it doesn't look like a quadratic or something like that. So that's good. So that means we're probably okay to go with looking at this linear model, which is very, very much the same as what we get through the easy way to scatterplot.